Okay, so I have started the recording. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll share my screen. I hope I'm audible, and let me kind of share my screen as well. So yeah, the screen is also visible to everyone, correct? So let me kind of just give a high level insight of what all things we have done so far with respect to Java basics, because I know that we didn't move to the very, you can say, advanced topic related to Java. We have just covered the basics about Java. Okay, so if you I hope those who have not done the installation and setup, I would request everyone to do the setup and installation. Most probably today I will share a high level the GitHub link also of the project. So on daily basis, we will kind of push the changes, whatever we are doing in the Java practice area. So the prerequisite is, guys, you just need like Java installation. It should be greater than 17, and then we require either Eclipse or VS Code or IntelliJ. So any of the editor is fine. Okay, so whoever is, let's say, comfortable with any of them, please, I would request you can start practice, or let's say at the same time you can install the project and kind of start with this. Okay, so over here I'm quickly kind of going to VS Code again. I'm sorry, IntelliJ again. So this is the project which we might have created, guys. So let me close this. Not required. Not required. Okay, so this is the IntelliJ UI, guys. Okay, I know that we have stopped here in the last session on Friday, uh, and we were about to discuss in detail about all this operator one by one. Okay, so just at high level, everyone please try to see the steps how we have created a project. Just go to File, click on New Project, and just provide the respective name of the project, and please click on Create. That's it. Okay, so once you do that, your Java project will be created. Okay, make sure you kind of select the proper archetype. So here the archetype which we have selected is Maven archetype quick start. Okay, Maven archetype quick start. So this is the archetype we have selected, guys. Now just to kind of give you an overview, guys, if you notice over here in this project, we will be completely you can say dependent on this Java folder, under which this is the first package, that is org.example, in which we have created, let's say, basics of Java, in which we have done few of the example with respect to Java, how to kind of write our Java program, how to run them, and how to kind of analyze the code. After that, in day one, we have started with operators in Java. This is the topic in which we have just spoken at high level what is the arithmetic operator and how to kind of work with the arithmetic operator. Okay. Any doubts, any query, any questions? Anyone wants to add anything, guys, over here till this point? Yes, please feel free to kind of enter, you can unmute and speak up, guys. Anybody wants to add anything? You can go ahead. Perfect. So I hope everyone are clear with whatever we have seen so far. So what we did is, guys, we have just created one small method which is like static void arithmetic operator, in which we are kind of performing the addition, subtraction, multi, division, modulus. Okay. So now over here, if you notice carefully, uh, um, like just at high level. So this is the variable which we have created, int a and b, and for both this variable we are kind of just performing the respective operations. Okay,
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt you.
go
This
ahead,
Java
Manoj.
is a folder or package,
Java is the folder. Okay,
and
whatever
org,
you can.
yeah, okay, org is a package,
Org
right?
dot, this is the package. This is the package.
Okay. Under org, there you have created one more package, right?
Two package basically. One is
Two package,
basics of
basic of Java and Dev. Okay, fine, no issue.
Java. So you can have multiple package as per your choice, folder structure, that is completely on you. Okay. So we can create a package inside a package. Okay. That is obviously we are supposed to do it. So just for creating a package, guys, just to click on new, and as per your requirement, right, you can kind of go with package selection. And guys, please understand the symbol over here, because obviously all the editor has got some different symbol whenever we are creating class, enums or package, or let's say any of the files, right? So but yes, overall Java class will always see something like blue color circle C. Okay, so that is that resembles that it is a class. Okay, perfect. So in operators in Java, we have just discussed about high level what is the arithmetic operator. Perfect. Now I'm creating one more method, guys, under this only. I'm not creating a new class. Okay. So that method is also static. So now the question to, I mean, someone was asking me, right? Can we kind of just go ahead a little bit discussion on the arithmetic, sorry, static keyword again, right? So guys, static is a keyword which is being assigned to, you can assign that to a particular method, that you can assign to a variable, and that you can assign to a class as well. Okay, anything is possible. So right now what we are learning is we are trying to make static to a particular method. So now I'm creating one more method called as assignment operator. Okay, so in assignment operator what happens is like, obviously, as I already mentioned you guys, that whenever we are writing like this, right? So in this you can see equal to, guys, right? So equal to is nothing but a kind of assignment variable. Okay, so equal to is an assignment variable. Now if those who wants to kind of little bit in detail about this, what we will do, int a comma int b. Okay, so I'll create two variable. Okay, now exactly what we will do here is like, we can try to kind of perform some addition subtraction only, but in a different way. Okay, a is 10 and b is, let's say, 20. Okay, so a is 10, b is 20. Clear? Now when we are doing the assignment operations, guys, okay, so a plus equal to b. Okay, a plus equal to b. Can anybody tell me what this particular statement is doing in Java? A plus equal to b.
Adding A and B, assigning to A.
Adding a and
Equal
b and
Assigning
assigning
to
assigning
A.
to
a.
assigning to
Correct.
A, yeah. Equal to A plus B. Sorry, B plus C.
Okay. So this particular process, whatever you guys said, right? This is actually doing with the help of assignment operator as well. So here, if you can see this equal to, guys, equal to is nothing but an, it's coming under the topic called as assignment operator. Okay, so this is possible for all the, I would say all the operations whatever we want to perform. It's not only for a equal to a plus b, it is kind of practically possible for all the, you can say, uh, I mean, whether it is multiplication, whether it is divisions, right? For all the operator we can kind of perform this. Okay, the sequence will be same. You just need to make sure that you are writing plus, after that you are kind of using the respective equal to sign and the variable name. Okay, that's how we will write the assignment operators. Okay, clear everyone? Now this is if obviously the value of a has been updated, guys, now the value of a will be equal to 30. Okay, obviously the reason is same. That's what you can write plus equal to minus equal to. Okay, just I'm updating in the comment area, guys, what all things you can write in this case. Minus equal to, multiplication equal to, division equal to, okay, modulus equal to. Okay, now we have something called as, uh, can anybody tell me what is this symbol stand for? I'm writing it down now. uh, I want the answer from you guys. Very simple. You guys have seen this in most of the programming
Not equal
language.
to.
Not
Not
equal.
equal to.
Okay, and how about this? Anybody has idea? We have one more, which is this. So
Greater than equal to. Less than equal to.
this is not greater than, because greater than equal to and less than equal to will come under category called as comparison operator, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is something else. Anybody has idea what is this? uh obviously those who are having, let's say, little bit insight on hexadecimal, like those all binary, and uh, they can understand this. What is this exactly? So we have some operations, guys. If it is greater than that particular value, then it will print the value as 0. Otherwise, it will print the value as 1. Like the based on the condition, right? If the condition is matching, then it will display 0. If the condition is not matching, okay, in that case it will display 1. Okay, so I'll show you this because obviously we are not using this frequently. That's the reason most of you guys have not seen it. But yes, the logic for this is like bitwise comparison basically. Okay, I'll show you this by practical implementation, how this particular operation is being performed. Okay, so yeah, so these are the, you can say, assignment operators, guys. Okay, so at just high level, I'll just print the value of last this thing, system.out.println. Okay, and I will just say that addition is equal to plus a. Okay, similarly you guys can do b plus equal to a also. Okay, that is also possible. Now, but I want the answer from you guys. What will be the b value now? Anybody wants to try?
50.
Yes. Somebody said 50, correct? Everyone agreed to that? B plus equal to A.
That is 40, I think.
50 is correct. The reason is the value of A got updated, right, guys? Because we are assigning again, correct? So the value of A is getting changed to what? The value of A is getting changed to 30. 3. And now the value of B is same, correct? We are not kind of changing anything. It is 20 only, correct? So based on that, 30 plus 20 is obviously, it is kind of getting changed to 50. Okay, now the next operation which I am doing is, guys, I want the answer from you guys. B minus equal to A. Yes, anyone?
30. 10.
10 only.
Everyone
20.
are. So what operations we did? This is subtraction, guys. Okay, so simple. You can just copy this, paste it, and just write subtraction. So my question is, when you do B plus equal to A, what is that? B is equal to B plus A, right? Or it is A plus B. Okay, so please remember, when I'm writing B minus equal to A, it is B is equal to B minus A. So 50 minus updated value of A is 30. 50 minus 30, 20. Simple. Okay. So now to understand this, guys, to run this, whenever I create a static method, guys, you can directly call this method in the main method. Okay. And please remember, guys, whenever you are using static, right, you just need to kind of write the name of the method. You don't need to create what object. That's what we have discussed in the last discussion, right? That's the property of the static variable. So I have ran this, guys, and you guys can see this answer, right? Addition, addition, two addition, one subtraction. Okay, clear everyone? Perfect. So this is about the assignment operator, guys. Obviously, when we are, let's say, kind of, obviously this is used whenever we are doing the comparison and all those approach, right? You are assigning the value from one variable to another variable. Okay, so at that time we are kind of using this assignment variable. Please remember this. And always in Java, we are reading the context from like right hand side to left hand side, from here to this section. So 20 value is getting assigned to a variable called as B. That's how we usually read, guys. Okay. So 20 value is being assigned to B. 10 value is being assigned to A. Okay. Please remember, in this way we usually kind of read the respective variables, respective sentence in Java. Okay. So yeah, anybody has any questions on assignment operator, guys? If not, I'll move to relational operator. Very straightforward. So I'll create one more method over here. Static void relational operator. And what exactly we need to do over here, as you guys are already aware, right? Relational operator is nothing but you are trying to compare, right? So if you are doing a comparison, right, in that case, relational operator is mostly useful. So this is the most used operator which happens in the real-time framework as well. Okay, so when I say most use, guys, please understand this. Most use as in like whatever we have greater than equal to, less than equal to, okay, equal to, not equal to, right? All these things which will happen in our day-to-day basis will come under this this particular operations. Okay, this particular operation usually we call this as if you notice over here, we have written the relational operator, but this is as good as like you can consider this as a comparison operator as well. So this is similar to what comparison operator is. Okay, so comparison operator, relational operator, both are same, guys. Okay, now the symbol which I need to discuss with you all, because the symbols are different over here. So this is obviously we are writing double equal to, but this in Java we call it as equal to, guys. Okay, so now the next one is not equal to. Okay, then we have greater than, we have less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Clear everyone? Simple. Okay, so I'm introducing one more topic over here, guys. That is nothing but if else. Okay, I'm introducing one more topic called as, like, it comes under conditional statement, guys. Okay, I'm introducing that as well, which is called as if else. Okay, so now just to kind of make you aware about this conditional statement or relational statement, relational operators, right? So I'll make use of conditional statement as well. Okay, so now over here, guys, if you want to compare two string, right? So I'm creating one string as a is equal to hello. Okay, string b is equal to I'm new to Java, or let's say b is equal to hello. So guys, you can see that obviously both the strings we have created, but obviously there is some minor this thing. Now to compare this to string, right? How to compare, guys? Very simple. Can anybody tell me, if I write this, if a is equal to b, I'm just writing system.out.println, just print match. Okay, else system.out.println not match. Can anybody tell me whether it is correct or how is it?
Not match.
Not match. Okay. So now my query is, let's understand this first of all. I'll do some more changes to this. I want the answer from you all. Okay. So let us understand by executing it. Okay. So I'll copy this. I have just used the equal to operators, guys. Okay. We will try to understand this few flows. And let us see the last line which is coming over here, okay, in the console, not match. Now my next step is I'm just changing this to small h and save it. What do you think?
Match.
Okay, let us run this. Okay, so basically over here, if you notice guys, if obviously we are having the same characters and everything, right? In strings we are having a lot of other methods as well, other ways to kind of compare two strings as well. Okay, so we will discuss that as well. Okay, what are the string method, how to kind of use those. Okay, right now what we did is we have just compared two string using the conditional statement called as if else. Okay, please remember, if else in this else part is optional. Okay, it is not required, it is completely optional, we can skip this, not a problem. Okay, so the next is if a dot, okay, I'm writing it down, a dot equals, okay, I'm just writing hello. If it is a dot equals hello, okay, I'm saying that system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println hello. Now guys, what we did is, like, as you guys are aware that I have created this as a string. Okay, now whatever method string class are having, like whenever I say string class are having 100 method, all those 100 method will be kind of available for the variable a as well. Okay, if the string class is having 50 methods, please remember guys, all this method will be available for variable a as well. Please remember this. If you are creating string b and if you write b dot, okay, automatically you will get all the suggestions, okay, which are available in terms of string guys. Okay, so all the methods are available with us to kind of just make sure that we are able to kind of use those methods. And all these methods are part of which class guys? All these methods are part of string class. Am I clear? All these methods are part of string class. Everyone are clear, right? Anybody has any confusion on this? What all this, how many, like, why are this showing up? Please feel free to ask guys. Okay, so if you want to play around with any of the string character, okay, because in real time framework what happens is you get the context or you get the variable from some locator or some you can say UI, and now you want to compare that with some value, right? So basically I'll show you in real time example what happens. Let's say you go to a website of Skyscanner. Now you want to just check whether you are getting this text or not. Let's say create a multi-city route. So this text I will store in one, you can say, variable, and then what we will do, we will hard code this value in some variable, and over here we will write a dot equals that particular variable, and if it is matching, then we will move to the next step. So in this way, we try to make sure that the variable or the value which is kind of getting populated over UI, that is absolutely correct. Everyone understood this, and in that way only we are kind of using all the string related method. Okay, perfect. So if a dot equals hello, print hello. Okay, so next is, like, I am trying to show you one more logic of else, if else. You can just write else if. Okay, but in that case guys, you need to provide one more condition over here. Okay, so you need to provide this condition. Okay, so obviously I am getting the error because I have not declared a of type what? Integer. I have declared a of type string, so you cannot use greater than guys. Understood what I mean to say guys? If you have used string, how come you can use greater than? Okay, clear everyone? So if you try to use a not equal to, then you use, let's say, this character, will it work fine guys? Yes, it will work fine. If a is not equal to this particular character which is being written over here, then print whatever you want. See guys, whatever operations you are trying to do with integer variable, it is not obvious that you will be able to do the string variable as well. Okay, for string variable, the string class has already defined all the methods which is required from the, you can say, framework perspective. Okay, so if I want to write a equals or a is blank, okay, so all these are methods which has been generated by the string class only. Okay, if a dot is blank, can anybody tell me what is the return type of is blank?
True and false. Boolean value.
False.
Boolean, right? It's a Boolean. So can anybody tell me how to find what is the return type of any method which we are using real time? How to find the return type?
Void.
Good. Yes. Anyone wants to answer this? How to find the return type of this method? Because obviously in future, guys, we will have a lot of methods. So can anybody tell me what is the return type of this? It will return either true or false, correct? You understood this?
Yes,
That's
sir.
the reason we have written in if, right? Obviously, what is the logic of if? If something is true, then execute. Otherwise, go to else. Okay. Now, how to understand whether it will return true or false? Guys, please understand that whenever you hover over the mouse, okay. So everybody can see this Boolean, guys. Okay. So that is nothing but a return type of a respective, you can say, methods which we have in string. Okay. Am I clear, everyone? Anybody has any questions, any doubt? Let me show you one more. A dot concat B. I'm just using it. Now hover your mouse. So everybody can see this string, guys. So the return type of concat method is always string. So when I say return type, guys, what I'm trying to ask you guys, return type is nothing but what all this will return. Like this whole sentence will return what? This will return you the, obviously, the combinations of A and B. That's what it is trying to have it, right? So that is called as return type. And guys, if we are not aware of return type, it's not a problem. In any of the, like whether it is IntelliJ or Eclipse, anything, go hover your mouse on that particular method. Okay, so you will see the respective return type, what exactly it is returning, guys. Perfect, clear, everyone? Okay. So now, guys, I'm using else if. Okay, so again, guys, if, else, if, and again here else is optional, guys. It is completely, I mean, it's completely on you whether you are writing it or not. Am I clear, everyone? Understood? So you can keep on iterating unless and until you are not, let's say, 100% sure about the conditional logic. So you can write, you can start with if, go with else if, and so on. Okay. So this is the second logic of if else. This was normal if else. Okay. And guys, please interrupt me in between if you got any doubt. And third is simple if without else. That is also very straightforward. Okay, if you write down the condition, okay, and then you just mention the logic over here. That's it. This is if without else. Everyone are clear? Anybody has any doubt, any query, any questions, guys? Yes. I want the answer from you guys. Whether like in this, whatever I told you, right? If else, can you guys tell me one more way of handling the logic of if else? Like it is if else only, but it will be written in some other format. Anybody? Yes.
Do while.
I'm sorry. Come again.
Do while. While loop.
Do while loop.
No. See, I'm talking about if else only. Okay, I'm not.
We can write two times if and then else, if else. If inside an if.
No, we can merge two conditions in a single if. That can be possible using the and.
Yeah. Everybody heard about something called as ternary operator, something like that?
Yes, question mark.
Yes, correct. So basically, that is also one short form of writing the else, if else or logic only. So the condition is simple. I'll show you that in just let me write it down over here. Okay, so I'm just writing down the syntax, guys. Obviously, the execution we will, let's say, by creating one new this thing class, we will try to, or else let me do it right away. Mm, the whole thing I'm migrating to one new class. Okay, copy. Under day one, I'm creating a new class, guys. Okay, that is nothing but, let's say, conditional, or let's say if else demo. Okay, so this is a class, guys. Please remember, it is mandatory that you kind of create a main class as well. Public static void main. Okay, so I can move this to comment area. Right now it is not required. Okay, so I'm moving to comment area. Int a is equal to, I will not use a, string str is equal to I am new to Java. Okay, now what exactly we are doing is, here we will write bracket str, okay, is equal to double quotes I am new to Java, and then we will say question mark. Okay, now what exactly you need to do, you can just write system.out.println, or you can use printf also. Okay, so printf is coming under, you can say, you guys have seen this printf when in C++, right? Correct. Same way we can write using Java system.out.println. Okay, system.out.println. So if this condition is met, right, what exactly you need to do, that you need to write down over here. Okay, whole thing, whether it is 1 line, 10 line, you need to have it over here. Okay, so after that you need to give something called as colon. Okay, now after colon you need to write something which will be in the case of else condition. Understood, everyone? So the before colon, whatever we are writing, it is like if, and whatever we are writing after this thing, it's nothing but the else logic, guys. Any questions, any confusion, guys? Anyone? Yes. So this is how we usually write shortened if else logic in Java as well. Okay. Can anybody tell me what is the issue over here?
If is missing, I think.
Okay. Ideally, if you question mark is required. Okay. Based on that question mark only, you will get the result. Okay. Uh, but the thing is, we
Will be
require
recording one more
condition.
rectangle.
What is a condition? And based on that condition, you will get the respective result. Okay.
Do we need if there?
Ideally, answer is no. We don't require if actually. Okay. So the syntax is in this format. I'll show you the syntax again. So you have the condition defined, right? Let's say you have defined the condition. Okay. Now the condition is, let's say condition is equal to, I'm just showing you one simple example. Boolean condition is equal to, or else I'll just make it as flag is equal to true. Okay. I'll make this as small b guys, because it's a data type. Okay. So Boolean flag is equal to true. So we know that the flag is true. Now what exactly we do with if else logic? So we will say string, okay, result. Then you should say that is equal to, and then you provide the condition. So what is this condition? Basically, I'm talking about flag. Okay. So in flag, you will ask whether it is true or false. If it is true, then make it true. Okay. And then this colon logic and make it false. So whatever before colon is logic of positive scenario, whatever after colon is logic of negative scenario. Understood? So in this way, we are kind of using the ternary operator of if else. Usually we are not using in real time, because we are kind of completely relying on the traditional approach, what we are using. But still at high level, this is sometime they ask you to share your screen, and like they will share this question and ask you, hey, what would be the output of this? Correct? So in that case, it is required, guys. Okay. Everyone are clear? Anybody has any confusion, doubt, guys? You can unmute and speak up, guys. Okay. So here, obviously the output would be what, guys? Make it true. Why? Because the logic of, like, the value of flag is obviously true, right? That's the reason. Clear? So how to use this in real time? Can anybody give me a real time example, guys? Obviously I'll introduce one more class over here, guys, which is nothing but, because soon we are going to kind of start writing the program also. That is called as scanner class, guys. Okay, so guys, our discussion is still on if else only. Okay, but for trying to have one real-time program using if else, or let's say ternary logic, we are introducing one more topic called as scanner class. So in Java, guys, most of the programming practice, whatever we will do is with the help of the scanner class, wherein you will be kind of taking the input from the user. Okay. So for doing this, guys, what exactly you need to do is scanner, which is coming under a java.util package. And this particular class is purely responsible for taking the input from the user. Okay. Scanner s is equal to new scanner system.in. Okay. So system.in, why we are writing, guys, please remember, because we need to take the input from the user. So this is the very first statement which we are writing in case if we need the input from the user. Now the concern is your input can be of any format. It can be of string, it can be of number, it can be of some special character as well. But the logic is same. For taking the input from the user, please remember you need to take the help of the scanner class. Okay. After that, you are saying to the system saying that, hey, please display the message in the output console, enter the value, or enter the some text or something, right? So you are just requesting user, please enter the value. After that, let's say the user is entering some value, correct? In that case, what you will do, you can just declare the value double marks let's say you are entering now whatever data type I have declared, right guys, please make sure you need to insert the value of same format. If you try to insert string to double, it will throw an exception. Okay, so now I have declared one variable called as marks. So the user needs to enter the numeric value only. If user is entering some text value, obviously we might get some exception. So for taking the input from the user, guys, scanner class has created the respective method for all this data type. Okay, so for double, right, they have created next double. For float, they have created next float. For integer, they have created next int. So guys, all this method, whichever you can see right now on my screen, those are coming from the scanner class. Am I clear, everyone? So if you declare string, right, you need to write next line. Okay, so there are various methods which are part of your scanner class, guys. Okay, so out of which right now I am showing you something called as next double. Understood, everyone? I would stop here, guys. Can anyone ask any questions, anything you want to highlight, guys? If you have not understood anything over here. Okay, so I believe everyone has understood this. Now we got the input from the user. Okay, now what we will do with the help of ternary logic, we will store that value. Okay, like whether it is kind of pass or something, right? Let's say based on the marks value, we can decide the condition, guys. So here I am declaring one variable called as string result. Okay, is equal to, now what I will do, I will provide one condition, marks is greater than, let's say 50. If it is greater than 50, then you need to put question mark over here. So once you put question mark, it means it is concept of ternary logic. So you are pass. So that is what it will display in the console output. Okay. Otherwise you are fail. Am I clear, everyone? So what result will store, guys? What result will store, guys? Result will store string variable. Okay, because that's the reason we have used string. Okay, so I already used result over here. Let me use result 1. Okay, that's the reason it was throwing error, and will display in the output console. Guys, anybody has any questions, any doubt? Save this and try to run this. You don't need to create anything, object and everything. You just need to directly run this, because we are doing everything inside main. So here we will get one like console output, enter the value. Okay, so you just need to enter value. So result is you are pass. Okay, so this is how we will take the input from the user. Everyone are clear, guys? Any questions, any doubt? Okay, perfect. So in operators topic, guys, everyone are clear with all the relational operators like greater than, less than, see. All this logically we will use in our real-time framework also. Obviously, based on what exact comparison we need to do, right? Based on that, we will try to use this logic. Okay. When should we use greater than? When should we use less than? Right? Based on our logic, we will use in our concept. Okay. So I hope everyone are clear. Anybody wants to add anything, please feel free to kind of unmute and speak up, guys. Okay. Very important, logical operator. Moving to the next topic, logical operator. So I'm creating static void logical operator. So guys, logical operator is very straightforward. You guys are already aware about and, or. Okay. So everyone are aware about truth table, right? Can anybody just tell me what is AND doing, guys? Anyone, please, at high level?
It returns value when all the condition are true.
It will take one true.
Only if both are true.
Yes.
What about OR?
Uh, any one of the true.
Any one or else both, right? Both are fine.
Yeah, any one of the.
So guys, this comes with the logic of like there are various operations which happens. So this I will also cover with if else only. Okay. If true or is denoted by this symbol, guys, in Java. Okay. 5 is greater than 2, 3, or 6 is greater than 3. So guys, you can have multiple statement, guys, depending on your, you can say logic, right? You can have multiple statement. So all those multiple statement needs to be segregated with the help of two pipes. Okay. So this two pipe is nothing but the symbol for OR. Okay? This symbol is for OR. So now my question to everyone is, all these statements are what, guys? All these statements are true. As per this logic, right? You can see that all the statement, whatever I have written, right? Everything is true. Now the concept over here is obviously if everything is true, I will get the output console like the whole statement as true. Even I make this as false, then also I'll get the output as true only. Even if I remove this and make this as 1, then also I'll get the output as true only. Because in OR condition, if any of the statement is true, correct, then our whole output will be true. Please remember this. Okay, perfect. Next symbol which we have is nothing but and is denoted in this format, guys. Okay. In Java, and is denoted in this format. Can anybody tell me the output of this whole thing, whether it will be true or false?
False.
False, false, false. Because the first condition is false.
First condition is false.
Therefore, it gets false.
Okay, so please understand what we are directly answering this. If required, guys, please try to execute this, not a problem. We will just write one output message over here. Okay, system.out.println false, and here we will write system.out.println true. Guys, we need to write in double quotes. Okay, don't write in like true or false. Always write in double quotes, then only it will display in the output console. Now, okay. So
What is
we have
the shortcut to write system.out.println?
in Eclipse, it will be sys out, okay,
Sys out. Okay.
and control spacebar.
Sys out.
In Eclipse, I'm talking, not in.
Yeah, I'm using Eclipse only. Sys out I have to do, and then what? Control spacebar.
Yeah, control spacebar. If you are using Mac, then command spacebar. So I'm running this like logical operator. I have created one simple logic. The output will be false because the first statement here, if you notice, obviously this is false. So and is kind of showing us false. That's the reason. Now I want you guys to answer me. How come this will be helpful in real-time framework? I'm talking in terms of generalized testing, guys. If we are trying to use this in any of the framework, whether it is page object model or Cucumber BDD or any of this, right? How this and or concept will be helpful to us in any of the scenarios? Can anybody give me a real-time example, guys?
Yeah, while doing the some validation where it requires, then we can use this. Where the and condition is available. Let's say we are doing some calculation and it should require the addition of the value within the range, so we can give this much, something like that.
Okay.
Or you are making the any result for any student which makes the sense that it could be 80% and in all the subject it is more than 40% on any
Okay.
subject.
So my question now, let's say I want to validate this particular field, only this field. Okay. Can anybody tell me how we can utilize and or concept conditional statement in this particular field? Okay. From the automation point of view, I'm asking.
Yeah, so let's say the from to departure
No,
date.
no, no. Again, I'm
uh,
repeating. Only this field, that
Which will
travelers and cabin class.
okay.
Only this
Can you,
field.
okay, so can you click on this? Yeah. So there is an option, right? Adult and children. So here we can use or operator. It should be adult or children or one adult or maybe one children both. So or operator should be used here to find out the traveler details.
Uh, okay. The next validation. Uh, See, over here we have two this thing, right? I mean, basically two major thing. One is adult and second is children. Okay. If you want to kind of go with the flow, any of them should be plus one, or the logic is this plus one by default mandatory, and children's, if you want to do plus one, the prerequisite is adult should be plus one. Getting my point? What I said just now? You cannot do minus like 0 over here and plus 1 over here. That condition will not meet in real time also. Okay. So you need to write a logic in such a way that you should be able to do plus over here only in case if it is greater than 1, not greater than 0, greater than 1. If it is greater than equal to 1, then only you are supposed to do plus over here. Okay, so that will be something like conditional logic. You need to generate it, you need to have it, and then only this apply, or like right now obviously it is active because we have plus one by default. Okay, in case if we are opening this for the first time, right, it will be kind of visible. And one more thing, you can write the and condition, guys. So whenever user clicks on this particular section, both should be visible, adult as well as children. Irrespective about this value we are not bothered right now. But yeah, adult with a complete sentence, age 18 plus, children 0 to 17. These two things you need to have it into your checkpoint. Okay, when we are validating this field. Obviously, remaining all things we will validate it, but yeah, for field level validation, these two things needs to be validated. So obviously from and or you validate whether the departure date is between range so and so. All those validations we do in real time also in our framework, guys. Okay, with the help of and or, even we have not equal to also, like if required, the whole thing you are sure that this is showing you false, right? But sometime if you guys are aware about false positive, right, in that what we do, we try to have negation sign over here. So what is happening with negation sign? If you are showing this whole sentence as false, with the help of negation sign, this will make this output to true. Right now, although we have written, like we got the output as false, right? If I execute this, okay, if I execute this, you can see that now I will get true. Why? Because I have used the negation sign over here. So what negation is doing, guys, whatever we got in the output, right, whether it is false or true, it will obviously reverse the value. Okay, everyone are clear with this? Anybody has any confusion, any doubt?
Yeah, can you explain in some real world like this navigation where we can use?
Yeah. In real time, what happens, like you have a huge, let's say, because what happens, most of the programmer or let's say QA developers, they do it. Okay, if age is greater than let's say 17, okay, you will not obviously validate the age between other combinations, right? You will just validate whether it is greater than 18 or not. So what happens over there, in case of the logic that you need to validate, let's say less than 18, right? So in that case, instead of writing the all boundary values like between so and so, between 10 to 8, whatever is the boundary value which has been provided as a test input to you, you just put negation over here, right? So whenever this condition arrives, correct? So it will do the reverse of that, and it will kind of, we will be kind of moving to the else condition if required. Okay, so in real time what happens, sometime to kind of bypass all the test data which is being used in terms of testing, right? So in that case we are using it in most of the cases, like because what happens, you are not testing the whole test data, right? Whatever test data is provided to us. So what happens is, like, we try to use some negation before the respective condition, and based on that we try to do the validation. But this is little tricky, guys, obviously, to catch this. Why we are writing the negation, it depends on the actual test case, what is the test case is all talking about. Okay, so in real time also, if you want to, let's say, validate whether it is a vowel or consonant, right? So what happens with that logic, you will try to kind of compare each value with respective a, e, I, o, u. So you will do the comparison a, e, I, o, u, because obviously there are only 5 letters, and for consonant there are a lot of letters, right? I mean, unmatching this thing. So instead of that, what you do, you provide the negation at the start, and then you try to compare with a comma e comma I comma o comma u. So basically like a reverse psychology. Okay, with that logic we try to make sure that we are kind of achieving the whatever goal is there for the test case. Okay, so that logic we need to develop, guys, based on the required test case. Okay, obviously we will talk about that in our e-commerce, you can say, when we are doing a complete purchase transaction. Okay, so at that time we will talk about that. Okay, so just at high level, I'll just do a quick recap, guys. Today we have spoken about all the operators almost. Then we have created one if else. We have seen like uh, in how many ways we can write the if else logic. Then we have seen the introduction to the scanner class, what scanner class is doing. Okay, and it is coming under java.util package, guys. Okay, and we have used one of the method called as next double. Similar to next double, we are having almost like more than 15-20 methods which is responsible for taking the input from the user. Then we have operators, guys. I mean, not operators, basically like logical operator, relational operators. Okay, like comparison operators, how we are using it. And I have just given you high level example. Obviously in framework discussion we will talk about this in detail. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for today. Anybody has any confusion, doubt, guys? Anything you want to highlight?
So
When like what?
Yeah.
so I just want to understand topic of static variable as well. So if you're defining variable and static also, like some so same value, so that's concept actually static variables.
Static variables, right, instead of static methods, right? So if you are talking about static variables, you are talking about, I believe, you create it, correct? Just a second. So
There is,
static
yeah,
int m is equal to 100, correct? So if I'm using obviously this static variable, and if I want to call this, right, the only logic is to kind of use the class name and the variable name. Okay, the static variable can be modified. There is no such this thing, you can say, no such any rule for the static variable. We can modify the variable depending upon our test case logic. So static variables are the one which the copy is created once and we can use whenever is required into multiple, you can say, methods and everything. That's what the whole concept of static variable. I'll discuss this in detail when we are kind of jumping onto framework topic as well.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Sure.
Yeah, I'm getting some error while just put that condition for operator.
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
giving me,
Very-
yeah, unused
Yeah,
operator.
can you?
Shall I share my screen?
Yeah, please go ahead.
You know, if you can see my screen.
Okay, what error you are getting? You need to put this in bracket. If you can put, please. 1 is greater than 3, you can put in bracket.
Okay, this one.
Okay, and 6 greater than 3 also put in bracket. Yeah, this is throwing an error. The reason is because this particular condition is not a valid condition. It will never arise. That's the reason. Okay,
Okay.
otherwise there is no such issue. Uh, yeah, now you will not get that condition because 1 greater than 3 is dead code. Why? Because we already know, right? Like this is not correct. And if you hover your mouse on 6 greater than 3, you will see that this is true. You can run this, not a problem. This is just a warning, guys.
Not returning anywhere. Either
Scroll up,
return.
please. Scroll down. Line number 17, what is that curly bracket all about?
No, no, I was writing something.
No, no, my question is line number 17, what is that curly bracket about?
It's a main function.
The main function is getting closed.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Put that at the end. Or else you can close it, main method over there, and call this logical operator in the above main class. You can do Control Z. Please do Control Z. Okay. And somewhere you can copy line number 20, logical operator. No, 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 no.
You want me to
Control.
do this like this?
No, 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 no. You cannot have method inside a method. Whatever was there previously, it was correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Just copy the text called as logical operator
Okay.
and put it in main after line number 16.
Okay.
No, 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 only logical operator. Don't copy whole thing. Yeah, perfect. Enter logical operator, 2 round bracket,
Oh.
semicolon. Okay, so this is how we call the static method.
Ah, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, definitely. Yes. I
Yes,
created a method outside the main method, but never coded inside the main.
right, right. That's correct.
Got it.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, I tried to create that my folder inside the folder, but I'm getting like this structure. So I'm not sure how is this nested folder. Nested package got created.
Okay.
When I try to create, it's just name is added like
Thing is,
it.
what happens when you use this com dot logic, right? So it will keep on adding dot dot every time.
Yeah.
So
So it's the
Java,
same level. It is
okay.
getting appended. So this is okay, right? No issue.
But when you try to view in the this thing, right? File
Ah,
Explorer.
okay.
That time you will see all the folder get kind of get when you do reveal in folder, right? At that time you will see all those in the hierarchy in which you have created the package.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thanks. And
Yeah.
just do let us share that program that you
Yes, yes. Most probably by today end of day or tomorrow morning, I'll push all the changes to GitHub. Okay, I'll share the GitHub. Most probably tomorrow onwards we will on GitHub.
Yeah, yeah.